Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoy these videos, please click like and subscribe. And if you click the little bell, you'll be notified of future videos. And I appreciate all of you being on my channel. And thank you for stopping by. Today, I am going to attempt to communicate with Bigfoot, all right? A Bigfoot, maybe a group of Bigfoots. I don't know if you call them a herd, a pack. I don't know what they are. So, I am really happy to have this opportunity. I really hope that they come through. I'm going to be using the tarot deck. I have a list of questions provided for them that I thought of in advance. I'm probably going to be switching between showing you the cards and going back to this picture because this picture was in a documentary. It's very intriguing to me. I'm not sure if this is real. Oh, I could ask that. Is the picture that I am showing real? Okay, so shall we get started? Do you have your Bigfoot mystery questions ready? Because if you think of any after this video, please post them below in the comments. All right, Bigfoot questions. I am not sure which decks I'm going to use, so I'm just going to grab a variety of them. So I'm going to start out showing you the cards that I pull. That way, if any of you are tarot readers and you want to learn how to do this type of communicating with other beings, you can do that. This is the Hobbit. This is the Hobbit Tarot. So, Bigfoot, who are you? The High Priestess. Oh, that's like an ancient book. That's like an ancient book. So they're an ancient species, but look at that writing on there. This is very interesting. They're an ancient species that's been here, I feel like a long time, and yet the High Priestess card is also hidden. It's got a hidden factor to it. Nine of Cups. Isn't that funny? They're kind of portraying us, you know, that they watch the humans, right? They're kind of out sneaking around, watching the humans. They've watched the humans evolve. Is that a cave? It feels like this is a cave. I'm just saying. Feels like it's a cave. So I'm going to put this deck and leave these two cards out. I'll just leave these out and push them forward. And I'm going to ask a regular deck, are you time travelers? And I have no idea how I'm going to tell this from the tarot card, but you know what? We're just going with this because this is going to be amazing, right? You guys know it will be. Are you time travelers? Do you travel by time? Stars. They're from the stars. They're from another... stars. Okay, this is a star card. Well, thank you. I mean, they're really, really coming through, and I'm really happy with how they're coming through. So they are from the sky, the stars. Okay, this is really good to know. They come from another, so they're not really like from here, so to speak, because it looks like they also come from the stars. I'll pull one more card from this deck. Oh, get the hell out of here. Like they're pre-answering my questions. So my next question was going to be, and I'm not kidding you. You can look on my list. I'm not lying. Are you genetically, or are you related genetically to humans? I wish I could read. I guess I can't read. And here's the question that, I mean, they're answering me before I even ask the question because this is genetics. This is like the DNA. This is like the medical catechist with humans coming together for creation. That's very strange, you guys. There's some kind of shape-shifting ability. Like they can shape-shift into human form. So I am getting multiple layers to this reading. So they not only can travel from the stars, but they like shape shift somehow into a physical being. God, this is gonna be This is going to generate more questions. Like, just be prepared. I hope you got an hour with nothing to do. Because this is weird. I feel like I'm going to pull one more about, because they keep giving me information that we have judged them. Okay, so that they're feeling very judged by us. And yes, they are. There's people trying to hunt them all the time. And yet they've never been, oh, I should ask that. Okay, so I always reshuffle after I pull a few cards. I'll just reshuffle and lay it back out and say, why haven't you been caught by humans? Like, why haven't you been caught by humans? If you're down here manifesting into the human form, it's almost like they're showing the humans like they're messing with us, like they're just having fun with us, like they're so further evolved than us that we're just like, they're just like playing with us. So here, this is kind of like us running around in circles. You people are running around in circles and we're just going, okay, whatever you got to do. So they have families. So they have families just like we have families. Well, this is weird because I didn't even ask that question. And they're just telling me, this is really cool to sit down. Am I really talking to Bigfoot? Because this is going to make me cry, because I've loved Bigfoot for, I mean, I always thought that I was a Neanderthal in a past life because I love Neanderthals. I like pictures of them, movies about them. Is this really a Bigfoot? Am I really communicating with a Bigfoot? See, I'm judging him again. There I am judging. Oh, isn't that interesting? Because I'm even judging whether or not they exist or not. So I've just judged them in asking that question. Wow. I mean, that's profound. Okay, well, I'm going to assume that I'm talking to a Bigfoot because they're giving me pretty interesting information so far. So I still feel like I want to ask again if they're genetically related to humans, even though they showed me that. I feel like I still want to ask it. I don't know why. I'm going to ask you again. I know you're probably going to think, what the heck, Melanie? Are Bigfoots any at all genetically connected to human beings? Here's the human being, Queen of Wands, and this is the Seven of Wands. Okay, so here's what I feel like is going on. I feel like it's muted. If it's genetically, it's genetically muted or messed with or altered or something. And I do, this is so weird because this is like lions and then humans. Like, it's, what are you? Like half human and half animal? Because there's lions and it looks like they could be a pair of lions and crank out a human. Like, I'm not getting this. You're going to have to be really simple with me because it looks like you're combining. It looks like what you're telling me here is that there's an animal piece to this. There's an animal. You guys, is that like a medical sign in between? What is that? It's like they're joining animals and pops out a human or a spiritual being. I'm not getting this. I'm just not getting this. Okay, so it looks like if it is, it's mutated somehow. Maybe I can't even understand it with my brain the way it is. All right, so I'm going to continue with my questions. Do you travel to other dimensions? Do you travel to other dimensions? Not just the stars like in the star card, like going to a planet. But do you travel to other dimensions the way I'm understanding dimensions? Because everybody could understand it differently. We keep getting the Three of Cups. And I was just going to ask what terrain they like to live in. And here's mountains, like high up in mountains. So are they traveling to other dimensions? That's the Three of Cups. And then I want to also pull another card to see what else that has to. Ooh, two more cards came. Yes, that was all my cards. On the floor, 52 card pile up. Okay. What this is that we can't see. we can't see. See the mountains grayed out, and here's the mountains clear, and then this is the Four of Wands. It's almost like they live on other dimensions, because wands are the spirit, and here's the person we can't see. See, we can't see where they disappear to. It's like in the air. Look, you can barely see that castle in the background. We can't see it. And then this is down on this realm. So they're on this realm. Then they disappear and we can't see them, which we knew that because we've never caught one. And here's their home structures. Looks like this could be both here and in some other dimension, because there's a fog or a mist here, and yet I can see them here. It's almost like this is saying, I feel like this is saying, yes, they are on other dimensions. I'm going to pick up my cards quick because I wanted to use this deck. So, pardon me while I pick up my deck. Okay, so then I wanted to ask, oh, this is kind of dark. Have they ever killed a human being? I know, you guys are horrified. I can't help it. I have to ask it. I don't know what else to say, but I want to know. Has a Bigfoot ever had to kill a human being? Has a Bigfoot oh, God, I'm almost afraid to ask this. Do you guys think I should ask this? Oh, I'm recording this. You can't answer this. You can mute this part if you don't want to hear it. Have they ever killed a human being? Oh, I don't even want to pull this. Why did I ask that? There's the human being with a weapon looking for him. Ah! Oh, man. Okay, so I feel like they've injured humans, but not really killed them. So I think humans have got injured, have become injured interacting with them. And of course, certainly humans have hunted them down, because there's a human, I'm hunting you down. He's even got his fist. Look at, I'm going to get you with that fist. So I think humans have been injured hunting them, but I don't feel like they have actually literally killed a human being. Okay, oh, we can breathe, sigh of relief. I feel good about that answer. I mean, if humans are going to go hunting them, they could fall off cliffs and trip on things and hurt their own selves. So, what do you think about the human race? I wanted to ask this question. What do you think about the human race? All right, this is going to be interesting. Now I know that Bigfoots might have different opinions, just like humans do, but overall, what's the consensus? What's the opinion about the human race? What is this? Like, there's no humans in this card. 10 of coins. So I think they think that humans are kind of greedy, thinking about money, or they're obsessed with money. I would say that's true. Wouldn't you guys say that's a true consensus? What do you guys think? Do you think that's true? They haven't quite figured humans out. Look at that. He's like, huh. He's like, just like you haven't figured us out, we haven't figured it. The guy actually looks like it. Here's this Bigfoot up here. You know, it's a cup, but I'm thinking it's a Bigfoot. And the human's like, what did I just see? And the Bigfoot's like, what is this about these humans? Like, I think they're curious about us. And of course, their terrain, they like woods. You know, they like the woods. So that's interesting. If you guys are thinking of questions, make sure you're putting them in the comments, okay? Because we could have a Bigfoot conversation too going. Do you eat foods or plants or animals from Earth? Do you, while you're down here in a physical form, are you able to consume food, plants, animals, or anything like that? Like, that would be weird for me if they could. So they have a restricted diet. So they have a restricted diet. Well, you'd have to if you were multidimensional, right? Because what if you had a big T-bone steak in your stomach and you had to go to another dimension? This is the High Priestess. It's like that. Some of this information that when the High Priestess comes, it's like I'm not supposed to know that. Like it's a secret. So their diet's restricted, but when the High Priestess comes up, I have to honor the fact that they don't want that information out there. Or I'm not supposed to have that information, and I honor that. I always honor that. So we'll skip over that then. Do you have a pack leader or a ruler, somebody who, like, you know, guides your, like we have leaders of our countries, and you know, like a wolf will have a wolf, or you know, a leader. Do you have a leader in your society? Is there a leader? So they're just telling me that they've evolved above humans and they don't really need leadership. So this just tells me here we are, humans, thinking in our human way, and that they're up in this other realm and they don't really need a leadership, but I feel like there's a hierarchy. But it's not really the type of leadership of what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking there's a hierarchy, but you know, in a way that maybe I'm not able to understand the hierarchy. Maybe there's, I don't know. I don't even want to talk too much about it because I don't think I would even be able to guess it properly. So then I was to the thing of what habitat, what type of living, where do you like to live and where do you like to hang out? What type of habitat do Bigfoots live in? Oh, weird, because this is like, she's got like that. It's almost like they disappear from the planet. Like it does, it's almost like it doesn't matter. Like it's not, like it doesn't matter. They have spiritual structures. I feel like this is a foolish question. Hangman. Okay, so there he's popping in and out of the, I don't even know the right way to put this card. I keep flipping it around. Oh, so so in another, there's a planet. Wait, is that a planet? What is this? This is so strange, this card. This is either a planet or another world or another dimension. I don't know what this is, but they are suspended. They can suspend between both worlds. So their habitat is not so important to them, because they're interdimensional. This just kind of, I think this is a planet. I can't be for sure, but I think this is a planet. Okay, so I guess that was not really probably the best question. Maybe I could have thought of something better than that, but it looks like they are, since they're multi-dimensional, I guess it doesn't matter what dimension. They just zip in and out of dimensions. Oh, I wanted to ask if this picture right here that this guy claims he did in the documentary, is this really a Bigfoot? Did he actually, because there's so many rumors that this is fake and that this is Photoshop something. And you know, so I want to ask a real Bigfoot, and I'm going to put my Morgan Greer cards on it. Is the picture that I just was showing, is that a real picture of you, of your race, or whatever you want to be called? Oh, this is fascinating. The Empress. This is fascinating. It's almost like she's posing for the picture, and it's almost like this is the coat of arms, like a coat of arms, like your family, like your, what do you call coat of arms? Whatever your coat of arms is, your ancestors. There's a reason she's holding the coat of arms, and then the Empress is like the mother figure. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna pull one more card. I'm gonna pull one more card just before I make a theory. Or okay, so that's the King of Wands. Now, if this would have been King of Pentacles, I would have thought that the guy would have photoshopped it, but this is Wands, the spiritual guy. And there's hair on the face, and there's a face here. I'm going to quick flip back, you guys, to this picture. Look at this picture. You see, can you see it carefully that there's human skin, you know, there's skin on it, but then there's also, and it's black hair, dark hair. What do you guys think? I'm thinking he might have captured this, but I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to put this out to you guys. What do you think? What do you think? And then I'm going to ask, Are the pictures of like the gorilla, half human, is that an actual portrayal of what you really look like? Is the human and gorilla type of picture, even the one that I just showed, is that kind of what most of you look like? Is that what most of you look like when you come down into the physical realm of our physical realm? What is this now? That looks like a portal that they go through. And the people are cloaked. So the people are cloaked. That looks like a whirling woods, And the people have like that's really weird. So can they appear in different forms? Shit, this scared the shit out of me. God, why are you doing this? Don't do this to me. That's scary. I think that they can come down in different forms, and I think they sometimes try to scare us, because that just scared me. It worked. So this is interesting, because this is like a human skull underneath, and then this is some kind of half-human creature, like really strong, creepy looking thing. Don't ever appear to me like that unless you want to clean up diarrhea, because that's what would be all over the place if you did that. So why do they want to scare humans? Why would you want to scare the humans off? Like, what would be the reason that you would appear scary? What would be the reason that you would have to appear scary? Oh, there's a baby in there to protect. There's a baby to protect their offspring. So evidently their offspring must be somewhat vulnerable, or they're territorial about their offspring. So they do scary things to, why is it glowing? Whatever. It could be a glare from something. It looks like it's a glare. So never mind the glare, it's just a glare. The baby, it feels like their baby, the offspring, they're very protective of their offspring. Okay, so what message do you have for people listening to this, or people that may run across you? Is there a message that you have that if people run across you, like, what do we do if we all of a sudden see one of you in the woods, other than clean up a mess in our pants? What is this? Butterflies. So don't fight them. The Five of Swords is about fighting, because they'll just transform to another form. So don't fight them. The Five of Swords, don't fight. Don't fight. Put down the weapons. Don't fight. Don't shoot at them. Don't try to intimidate them. Wow, we keep getting the High Priestess for this reading. High Priestess. Just be silent observers. Be silent observers. And they can't really reveal. That's also the card about, don't fight them, but, just be silent observers. And the High Priestess tells me that there's more that this being wants to communicate with, but maybe can't because of who might hear this or something like that. Because I'm not sure why the High Priestess, which is the card about secrets, is coming up so much. So what do we have to know? What do you want us to know about you? What do you want us to know about you? I should have been a reporter, right, you guys? Leave them alone. They need to be up in the mountains. They like the mountains, and this is just detached from the fascination of them. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. That's the card about walking away. Oh, this is nice. Because this is my queen that's intuitive, and even though I can't see them, this is like, whenever this is, it's like talking to somebody on the other side of the veil. Well, this also, they appreciate me talking to them even though I can't see them. And I don't want to see you. I do not need to see you. I believe in you. You can just stay wherever you are. No, I will not be looking for you. I will not be looking for you. And like, they love the tops of mountains, you guys. If you get anything from this, they really are pretty much seen around the mountains, like the mountainous regions. What else do you need us to know? Any final thoughts here for the people? We all live in a world like this is the biggest success, is to allow that there's lots of beings that come through the veil. This is just her, this is the world. She's flying through the veil. We live in a world that has a lot of mysteries, has little star beings. You know, sometimes they might appear as a bright light. I'd be okay with that, seeing a bright light, as long as it didn't chase me. You know, I think that their message here is to realize that there's a lot of beings in this world, and some of them may be from other realms, and that we need to realize that. We need to be aware that we're not the only species inhabiting the planet, and that, you know, try to have an understanding of that, I guess. Try to have an understanding of that in the way that feels comfortable to you. Okay, I don't have any more questions. Can you believe it? I thought this was going to go on forever, but I can't think of any more questions for them, so I am just going to really thank them. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming through to communicate through the cards. We just send you a great deal of love, and we welcome you in whatever way that you want to appear on the planet.